right, family. Peace and blessings. Is we on live? Yeah, we good. All right. All right. Peace and blessings. Is your brother, Omni Amanashe, also known as Omni Omnis, aka the Nature God family. All right. This is Omnivision EDU, Black News 720, and we still in this bit 2025. And so I wanted to talk about today. What was the topic? The topic was about, hold on one second. I don't want to get lost up in the mix, but I just wanted to vlog and just deal with the people about Jehova Witness missionaries. All right. So anyway, you know, I'm going out and about. You know what I'm saying? Like a normal day, and some Jehovah Witness missionaries. Pretty much, they pull up on me. They walking around the neighborhood. They see me. They be like, "Hey, sir, such and such. Can I have a word with you?" I'm like, "Ah, man, here they go." And so they asked me, did I believe in Christ? And, you know, certain questions that they ask you. I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm spiritual, but I'm not Christian. I'm not Jehovah Witness." You feel me? I believe that the same way that there are many languages in the world, there are many cultures in the world, there are many different variations of spiritual expression. And I believe that it is biased, racist, however you want to put it, to impose your spiritual belief and practices on another culture of people. So, you know, my whole thing with it is being from America, being in Christianity, coming up. My pops was a pastor, so I seen the Christian world. And what I'm saying is, out of 37 years, not of 37 years, but 27 years, I had never seen a black Jesus marry angels or heaven. So my whole life, I've seen heaven is white, Jesus is white, the angels is white, and everything is just white, white, white. All right? And so, like I said, to impose your spiritual belief and culture on another culture, I feel is racist, is biased. And so I had to express that to them. Then they started looking at my tattoos, right? And then I told them about the deities. You know, these are Africanized deities because I am an African American. I'm in America, but my DNA is from the original, all right? A native and indigenous persons. And so in the ancient culture, ancient civilizations, right, and societies, you will see a consistency when it comes to writing, when it comes to, you know, like hieroglyphics, temple building, all right, astrology, astronomy, you know, people who have a high respect in regard for space and the stars and the moon and the cycles of the earth, okay? And so it's just certain things that you want to pay attention to. So I feel like it makes more sense for me to be a person of African descent, considering that the Bible takes place. Don't forget this, family. If you're Christian, if you're Muslim, right, and if you are, you know, Jewish, this applies to you, right? Think of it: Mount Sinai, Egyptian mountain, the Red Sea, all right, is an Egyptian. It is an Egyptian sea right here, northwest of Egypt. You'll see the Red Sea, the lake, the river of Jordan, where they say that Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist. All right? These locations are in Africa, family. All right? And so, you know, like I told them, you got Vishnu, you got Krishnu in Hindu, right, which is their cultural expression of their deity, of their Jesus. All right? You have Mithra, you have Zeus in the Greek pantheon, All right, and like I said, in the Nigerian pantheon, you have deities like Ugun and Ushun. All right, and so these are their cultural expressions of spirituality. And so I believe for people who are Christian, like I said, Muslim or Jewish, to have a book that says, the only salvation to God or salvation to divine spirit is through Christ, which is one deity of many. Just like having one language of many languages, right? In the U.S., we speak 2 languages, all right? I believe I was looking it up not too long ago. In Nigeria, I believe they had it was around 200 languages. So I was just thinking, how long does it take for a society of people to develop that many languages? We only have 2 in America. And America is only about 200 years old, all right? And so, just some things to think about, family. I'm not limited to just a book. People talk about people who are educational or intellects and believe that they all just regurgitate. No, I read the book, and like I told my homegirl, I go out into the natural world, and then I observe. And then I look for proof of existence, right, of these concepts that they put in the book. If what they're saying is true in the book, I'll be able to go out in the natural world, which is, which is a natural system, mechanical system that has been constructed and designed by the divinity of nature, family. And so the airplane comes from nature, man observing birds fly, all right? The submarine comes from observing marine life, dolphins, whales, how they dive and, and they go deep into the ocean. They're able to maneuver efficiently in the water. All right? So I'm telling you guys that all concepts that are beneficial to man comes from observation of nature. And so I'm not just a person who reads books. I make sure that my filtration system is applied to every concept. So it's not just Brother Omnis coming up with random ideas. No, that's not what we're doing, family. You know what I'm saying? We have a filtration system that makes sure that no man may deceive, family. No woman may deceive. All right? And love and light to everybody that's in the building. Like I said, peace and black power. It's your brother, Omni Amanashe, family. Make sure y'all get those donations to Omnis Latura 360 LLC to show your support for more content. Because we're building over here, and the build don't stop, family. We're causing people to think. We're causing people to stop and wait a minute, all right? Because the Western educational system, considering that we have had slavery in America, has not benefited people of African American descent, all right? We remember that we had the anti-literacy laws in the 1800s where it's illegal for African Americans, specifically Negro, to read. All right? So this is in the history of America. We don't want these group of people reading. We don't need that. We don't need you conscious. We don't need you aware. And that's what manipulation is about, being unaware. All right? When you're conscious, you cannot be deceived, family. All right? And so love and light, like I said, we have eyes to see, ears to hear, and we have minds to think. All right? We go out into the world, we perceive, with the 5 senses and also the 6th sense, which is our spiritual sense. All right? But when you don't pay attention to what your eyes have seen and what your ears have heard, in which your mind has been able to conceive, that sometimes you may miscalculate, make a mistake, make an error, those type of things. And so we want to be in an error-free world, eventually, and head towards that direction with just awakening and just being in the knowing and being conscious so we can make the best decision possible, family. So love and light to everybody in the building. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Ain't gonna hold you too long. Enjoy your morning. Post Meridian, Mushi. Bless.